This is a very, very, very rare piece of gear. It's a Studer hot rod in a nutshell. It took quite a long search to actually find a technician who had kind of the balls to take on this project. The original boards were a little limited because they only had 4 outputs. So you could only get 4 outs at a time if you were doing like a full session. So he went and actually modded the board, so I actually have 16 direct outs. So this takes the original greatness that is the original Studer and amplifies it, because I can actually do 16 outs on it and really push it to its full potential. You know, every time I hear it, I'm just amazed at like the fullness of everything that I put through it. Toms sound huge, kick drum sounds huge. It's got pretty fast attack, but on top of that, the mic pre's are actually very clean. So when I put a mix through this, it sounds like nothing else I've ever heard, and it's a really warm feeling when you're hearing it. For every band, it's my front end. So I'll typically have maybe the kick, snare, the overheads going through it, maybe a couple the guitar amps, a vocal, whatever it is. I will always have a good majority of my tracks going through it. And then when I'm in the mixing process, doing all the post-production for a GBS session, I'll typically run either stems out to it, or I'll run all the tracks back out to it, depending on the size of the session. So from there, you're hitting that Studer on the front end and the back end of the sound, which to me is just why our mixes are sounding so big right now. We've kind of had a philosophy inside of GBS that, you know, it's we've had a lot of the same mics, it's the same room, all this really changing out as the band. So we kind of feel like at some point there's going to be this sort of sound that comes from GBS, and it's going to be a mixture of the mics, the room, the talent, and of course the board.